Hello, my name is Lucas, this is Bit of Lit, and I am here to talk about the books I've been reading up to this point in the month, a weekend wrap up. And yeah, I've finished 2 books and I've started 4 others. Normally I read one book at a time, but I've decided to um, change my life in a way. I've been working out in the morning, waking up quite early, working out a little bit just to get the metabolism going. And it has worked wonders for my energy level throughout the day and my ability to focus. Um, and yeah, so that's been great. But I also decided I want to be a little more structured in my videos. Some of my videos I'm a lot more poignant and write out a whole script, but most of them I get a bit lazy. So I would like to be more structured the whole time. Now, these weekend wrap-ups will keep fun and loose, so to speak. But the first book that I finished was volume 1 of the graphic novel Saga of the Swamp Thing, written by Alan Moore. Really great, um, really great graphic novel. I look forward to the other 5. I'm sure this is part of a reading challenge issued to Mr. Nothing, and I will publish the video on the 14th. It's good fun. I really enjoy the graphic novel, and it looks like it's going to be a 6-month process. Volume 1 covers the first 8 issues written by Alan Moore, starting from issue 20 and going on 8 more issues. And yeah, it introduces a whole lot. It finishes some storylines that I've never read because I haven't read the issues that came before it. But yeah, as soon as it wraps those up, and while it's wrapping those things up, it introduces a lot of really cool, fun, exciting ideas and just keeps going from there. Pretty awesome. The next book that I finished is just mind-blowing, and I'm going to make a video about it very soon. Probably publish it before the 14th. That would be Lord of Light by Roger Zelazny. It is a little bit Orientalist in the sense that this book is space Hinduism. It is one of my favorite books I've ever read. I mean, it's just so creative and thoughtful. And yeah, I'm just blown away at his imagination. This is like, it's a science fiction book that's mixed with fantasy and mythology about, from my understanding, humans colonized another planet and they had technology to, basically, they made themselves gods to, they powered themselves up and made themselves gods to the beings living on the planet and were able to reincarnate themselves through that, which is why we have a touch of, not a touch, space Hinduism. Excuse me now again. There is a kind of Orientalist element to it, but I think its strengths are remarkable. And it inspired me to write a certain kind of story using reincarnation, although not Hinduism necessarily. I will maybe touch on that a little bit later. Anyway, 2 other things I've been reading. The first thing that I started after I finished Lord of Light is Go East Young Man, which is some short stories by Sinclair Lewis on Class in America, as it says. Yeah, I really enjoy a lot of these short stories, like Things, Land, Young Man, Axelbrod have been some of my favorites, but the best piece of writing in here, I think, is the letter to the Pulitzer Prize Committee. In 1936, he had won the Pulitzer Prize, I believe, for Aerosmith. and rejected it, turned it down. And what he has to say in that letter is incredible writing, very thoughtful, and just, yeah, amazing work. And I really enjoyed it. But I'm enjoying all the stories, but that's definitely my favorite. Short, sweet, concise, and I love a little bit of rabble rousing. The novel I've been reading is another great novel. It's just been winners so far this month. Well, there was something I started, this 50-page thing on fascism, and I didn't really like it. I thought it was not informative like it seemed to be. But anyway, Colson Whitehead's The Underground Railroad, winner of the Pulitzer Prize. I believe it's his second win for this novel. Also has an Amazon video, Prime Video anthology or series. I haven't seen that, but the story of Cora, a slave, is a harrowing one, and her journey with Caesar and Lovey, although she's not part of the journey for very long. Yeah, I haven't finished this yet, but I've got about 150 pages. Same thing with Go East Young Man. I've got about 150 pages, a couple more stories there. The last third or so of this novel, or 40% or something left of this. Yeah, this touches on every single horrible thing you've ever heard about slavery and brings it to the forefront of your mind. Really powerful, very smooth to read, and beautiful too. I look forward to finishing this and Go East Young Man. I probably will in maybe 2 days, because I've been reading 4 different books instead of just reading one book at a time. Otherwise I would have finished it maybe a day or 2 ago. Anyway, I'm also reading a biography on Ernest Hemingway, which is called Ernest Hemingway, a biography. It came out in 2017, and it is by Mary V. Dearborn. Yeah, I'm only 2 chapters into it, but Ernest Hemingway is the subject of my next series, a Who Is series. I already did, there he is, the man himself, with the big gun pointed right at you, Mary V. Dearborn. I think it's the first woman to write a biography on him. That's what it sounded like from the introduction. He's not really an author I enjoy. I find him to be incredibly immature. A great author, no doubt. He's got a lot of great short stories. I've read 3 or 4 of his novels. Oh, no, 4 or 5 of his novels. And the only one I really like is A Farewell to Arms, which I don't remember the name of that movie, Silver Line Playbook or something. Bradley Cooper's character reads it, and his reaction was the exact same one that I had, essentially. Very upsetting. But I'm quite interested in reading his work. I've also been reading, not that I need to really understand it, but another 2018 publication, this one by Jason Stanley. This one is called How Fascism Works, The Politics of Us and Them. And this is a very good explanation of how fascism works. Certainly, I've not really learned anything new from it, but I'm kind of taking notes. The only reason I'm not is because I've read quite a bit about Nazi Germany, and the news reported on modern American politics, so, you know, it's been out in the open for a good long while and is on the rise all over the world, unfortunately. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of things, and I look forward to reading more and making the videos about everything I'm reading. Thank you. Goodbye.